Are we good?
Right, I think we are online. Hello, everybody. My name is Jen, and welcome to Liz and I's What is Beachbody Coaching? We talked about this being a happy hour, and so you can't have happy hour without a cocktail. So I am having gin with a sparkling cranberry and mango beverage with a twist of lime. And I am now going to introduce you to Liz, and she's going to share with you what she's drinking.
Hi, everybody. Like she said, it's happy hour. I'm Liz McDougald. I am drinking some whipped vodka. If you haven't had that, it's pretty tasty. You can even drink it on ice by itself. It's not very sweet, but it's tasty. So I'm doing a whipped vodka with a LaCroix cherry lime and some raspberries. So cheers.
So we're going to go ahead and get started. I am just going to introduce myself. Well, I already introduced myself, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about where Beachbody came into my life. I was in grad school, and I had some friends doing P90X. So this was in 2007. And I kind of watched their bodies transform. And so I was like, hey, I'm going to get this P90X. And I did it 6 weeks solid before I actually started school. And I just saw my body like transform, like looking down at my arms going, oh my God, whose arms are those? So I fell in love with Beachbody back then. And then I went to grad school, of course, was way too busy, had way too many excuses. And at that point, I just kind of let myself go. So that fast forwarded to 2014. And I was at work one night, flipping through the channels at about 2 a.m. And I saw an infomercial for P90X3. I already knew what Tony Horton could do with P90X. And so I was like, ooh, 30 minutes, I could do that. The original P90X was like an hour to an hour and a half every day, which was just a long time. So I got back into that, and by this time they had Shakeology. So I got Shakeology and P90X3, and I really started to see my body transform once again, except I didn't want to do what everybody doesn't want to do, and that was change my eating habits. And so for about 6-7 months, I continued to do P90X3, but didn't do anything different with eating. And that was when I was introduced to 21 Day Fix. And that was kind of where my coaching journey began. Because I was so excited about it and what it was doing for me that I started sharing it with everybody. And at this point, I was also in what was called challenge groups. And so I had a community of people doing the same things I was doing. And I found the support that I needed that I was missing in other opportunities. And so that was kind of the beginning of my coaching career. I began telling everybody about it, and my coach is like, you do realize you're coaching, right? And I was like, I am. And they're like, she's like, yeah, so why don't you start to get paid for it? So that was kind of the beginning of my coaching journey. Liz, how was the beginning of your coaching journey?
Hi, guys. And like I said, my name is Liz. Definitely what happened for me was a bit different. Like, I've always been athletic and I've always been in sports, but I didn't always know about the nutrition aspect in it. You know, when you're in high school, you go through so many different challenges, changes, and whatnot. And so, long story short, I'm going to fast forward as far as being athletic. I had a friend who literally burned the P90X DVDs for me. So I got them bootleg copies. You know, I was excited because, you know, that was my first introduction to Tony Horton. And I'm like, oh my God, this guy's amazing. And so that was 2007. I did a couple of the videos, and I literally still have the burned DVDs. So I did a couple videos. Went further than that. I didn't do like the whole program. I didn't see any changes. My life was changing, but you know, I'm like, oh, I'll go to the gym and spend an hour and a half and do everything. So as far as that, that's my first introduction to any of the, you know, Beachbody products. But in 2007 is when I, you know, what I did before all that was I was a high school teacher. And I've been a high school teacher for 9 years. And up until that point, you know, it was always doing physical fitness. It was doing yoga classes or aerobics or anything dealing with physical fitness. And so my first introduction to, or my second introduction you know, going forward to 2014 is I also joined a challenge group. And that's where I met my now coach, Sarah Carter. And all of a sudden, you know, this is what we're doing. We're on Facebook all the time and you're meeting people. So she friend requested me and I'm like, okay, you know, I'm just trying to get in, you know, trying to meet more people and broaden or, you know, get everything going. So I was in a challenge group and I didn't really know what was going on. You know, I did another things and I didn't like it. And so I was a little weary about this because, you know, she's telling me, oh, you should join my challenge group and this is what we do. So then I started getting a hang of it, and it was a 5-day free eating challenge group. And I started really liking the message that it was bringing. It was people that were like me that were trying to get fit, lose weight, nutrition. and it was all about motivation and accountability. So I was all about posting, and to me, that's when like Facebook, I really started getting into Facebook a lot more, and I ended up winning her challenge. After the 5-day challenge, she sent me samples of Shakeology. Great coach, and I was still a little leery about it because I didn't want to get duped into doing another thing where I don't want to sell things, I don't want to tell people. And so I ended up drinking the Shakeology. I liked it. I talked to her a little bit more. And then April of 2014 is when I decided to become a coach. And I hit the ground running. I made Success Club, and we'll get into that a little bit more. But that's where that's where it's all about. So I know I'm going a little bit further with it, but that's my introduction to Shakeology and what I was doing prior to that. And we'll get into a little bit more as we go on into our happy hour.
So Liz, I think that we were gonna do next. You had 7 tips that we need to know, like to be a coach. So go ahead and get started with those.
So along with coaching and everything, we have a lot of like-minded people. I met Jen through coaching, and it's been amazing. So I got from other people. It's just things that this is what we do as coaches. And so the first tip is, this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. My intentions, Jen's intentions, any coach intentions should not be for you. You're not going to make money right away. You're not going to do this. It's all about helping people. It's going to take work. You're going to, we're all in this, it's a fitness business, it's health, and you're trying to build relationships with people. So I'm trying to build relationships with everybody. I don't want to try to I want to help you. That's like the first and foremost thing that I want to do as far as being a coach. You're starting on a journey, and I'm going along with you, and I want to be there for motivation, accountability, and support. So, this is a business, and we want you to succeed. I want to succeed, but it takes both of us to make that happen. And so we want to build relationships with people. Do you have anything to go on that, Jen?
Yeah, I mean, we make money, and we'll get into a little bit of that here in a little bit. But I mean, I can tell you that some of the greatest rewards that I have had, it isn't the monetary kind. Yes, we all want to do this so that we can have freedom and dream big and do what we want to do. But it's the little conversations, emails, pictures, texts that I get from people that are having the non-scale victories. It's not even people that are losing weight. It's my cholesterol's lower. I feel better than I have in forever. My cravings have decreased. Some of them are weight loss, but I think that it's important to know that this is a business about helping people. And in the process of that, you have an opportunity to make money. Back to you, Liz.
And exactly. And along with that too is, a lot of people, there's a lot of women, men, whatever the case may be, they're afraid to go on this journey. They're afraid to start, and starting is the hardest part. And so that's where this plays an important role, because as we're building a relationship, you're going to trust in us to tell us, like, I don't feel comfortable, I can't lose weight, or what is stopping you from trying to go on your journey. And so that's the biggest part. Is I've met so many people, and I talk to them more than I do, friends that I've known for a very, very long time. So that's where, yes, like she said, we're going to get into the money part about it, but it's all about building relationships, trust, and having a really good group of people around you. We're going to go on to number 2, and feel free to ask any questions that you may have. We'll answer anything. So for number 2, you want to be a product. And what that means is, obviously I'm wearing a Beachbody shirt because it is cute and comfy, but a product of the product means drinking Shakeology, doing the programs. I'll admit, when I first started the Beachbody business, I was all about, I'll drink the Shakeology every day, but I never completed a program. And that was probably one of the worst things that I could do, because we have all this right here at on the tip of our fingers to utilize and to use, and these programs are amazing. So I need to make sure that I'm doing the programs to show you that they do work. So it's being a proof, drinking the Shakeology, doing the programs, learning everything that you need to do, because what we do is going to affect other people. They're going to see that it's working for us, and they're going to be like, they're going to want to jump on board too. Because why would somebody want to do, I'm telling you about the 21-day fix, but I don't do it. So how are you going to want to do that in return? But, we want to share our results. We want to share pictures. We want to show you that this isn't just a fad. This isn't just something that we want you to do. This is something that actually works, and we're showing you the proof. So, we want to tell you our stories, and we want you to jump on board and tell us your stories. So, we have amazing products, and we want to share them with you. Jen, do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, sometimes I get the question of, well, do you have to be a certified personal trainer, or are you have any certifications? And Beachbody does not require you to have any of these certifications. What they require you is to have experience in the products. And like Liz says, Beachbody offers the total package. It offers nutrition. The 21-day fix was a gold mine to me because I struggled with my portions, and that really taught me the right portions and the right food to eat. And the Shakeology, you're not going to find a product that has more dense nutrition, that has nothing artificial in it, than Shakeology. And then us being Beachbody coaches gives us a support. And I think that's a big component that I know, like I said earlier, was missing for me. So no, you don't have to have any training, any specific trainings. If you want to, you can. It's not like they say don't do it, but it's not something that is required for us to be Beachbody coaches. So that's all I wanted to add, Liz, to that component.
Same time, like I was saying, being a product of the product, there's a million meal replacements out there, but at the same time, we're giving you more information. We want you to develop a habit. And the way Jen was talking about, I did not like food. I was not about food. I thought food was evil. I thought if you ate too much, I thought you had to cut certain things out. And the 21-day fix has probably been a godsend, just because I use it in my everyday eating. It's helped me so much because I didn't want to eat. Now I'm eating about 4 to 5 times a day, and people believe that it's 20% working out, 80% nutrition. I believe it's 100% nutrition, because that's the hardest part. And this is where the Shakeology comes into play. So like I said, be a product of the product. And so we're going to move on for number 3. We can, like I said, we can answer any questions that you may have. This is one that I definitely struggled with for the longest time, because we all have things that are going on in our life, or things that happen to us in our life, and it's personal development. I struggled with that because, like I said, going through life with so many things happening, or your day-to-day or anything like that, sometimes we tend to just be really hard on ourselves, or we don't believe in ourselves, or nobody believes in us. We don't have support. So personal development, I literally just got into it recently because Jen sent me a book, and it was Life's Golden Ticket. And I didn't put that book down. And to me, it's just, we want to better our bodies. We want to better the way that we feel, but we also have to better our minds. And we also, we want to be positive. We want to make sure that, we want to have a good, healthy mind for that, because we're helping people. And if you're down on yourself, then how are you going to help anybody? You have to be positive. You have to have the support. And that's where the personal development comes into play, whether it's listening to something on a podcast, whether it's reading a book, reading a bunch of sayings, putting it on your wall. It's all about personal development, because you have self-love, and you can help yourself, and you can help everybody else. Jen?
Yeah, I have never been a reader. Like I kind of half-ass read my books when I was in school, and reading for pleasure has never been something I've done. But I can tell you that since becoming a Beachbody coach, I've totally changed how I put positive things into my head. I also just finished Life's Golden Ticket, and it's a great book, Brendan Burchard. And that, it hit home to me, just because first of all, we are all so in our heads. And I think it's hard for us to accept that. And so we have the power to change it. And I think that's what the cool thing is there's very few things that we can change in our lives. Of them. We can change our mind. We can't change our circumstances, but we can change how we react to them. And I mean, for me, being a Beachbody coach, you're going to come up with so many different people with so many different excuses and so many different things as to why they don't want to make themselves a priority. And so this is also being a product of the product. By putting positivity in your own brain, you're able to help other people. And And so this is actually one of the things you have to do as a Beachbody coach is personal development. Things that I've done differently. If I'm in my car and I'm not, and Fran's not in the car with me or nobody else is in the car, I'm listening to podcasts, whether it's Brendan Bouchard or Shailene Johnson or Shaun T. The list goes on and on. Tony Robbins is another one. There's so many abilities, areas for you to just put positivity in your brain. And I can say that my outlook on life, my outlook on just everything in general has become so much more positive since I became a Beachbody coach. And I didn't consider myself a negative person beforehand, but I've definitely grown my positivity factor. And I think that also has to do with you're in an environment in your Beachbody community of like-minded people who are all doing the same thing. So it's a very positive and uplifting environment to be in. So that's my 2 cents on that, Liz.
Yeah, and just to add a little bit to it as well, like I said, I wasn't a reader either. And this has definitely helped me to mentally be so much stronger, have more confidence, and self-love is something that's super important. And that's something that I definitely had issues dealing with. Even though I had support, even though I had people around me who loved me, it was all mental. And that mental game plays a serious role in anything that you do in your daily life. So, you know, I'm already reading back-to-back books, and it's just definitely changed my mind for the better. And I definitely have more love and a better outlook on everything. Even if it's a bad thing that's happened to me, the personal development has definitely helped me to look over that and to be more positive. What we're going to go into is number 4 is just being independent. This is a business and it's all about you. You know, this is your business and you have to work for it yourself. You know, nobody's going to do it. This is all about you. If you have time to be scrolling on Facebook or, you know, checking emails, you know, this is your business. You have to treat it the way that you want it. And, you know, it's going to work however you want it to work. And no one's your boss. You're your own boss. And that's probably the best thing that you can do. And, you know, you're a Beachbody coach, but, you know, you're working for yourself. They're just giving you the tools to help you with everything that you need. And the people around you are helping you as well. But whether you want to do it for an hour, if you want to do it for 30 minutes, it's all about you and the way that you want to proceed and take your business. If you want to take it further, then you're going to be working your butt off to do it. So if you want to make this just, you know, hey, this is just something that I do on the side. It's all about the way that you're going to handle it. And like I said, you're your own boss and you're going to figure things out.
Yeah, no, and for myself, like I don't think I mentioned this earlier, but I'm a neonatal nurse practitioner. That's my real job, or my first job, my other job. I don't know. It's a job that I have in addition to being a Beachbody coach. And so I'm busy. I mean, I work 12, 13, 14-hour days sometimes. And to be honest, like I have struggled and I continue. And I'm working the book I'm reading now is The Entrepreneur's Roller Coaster to try to change my mindset of I've always been, I belong to somebody else. The thing that is different with being an entrepreneur is I get to be in charge of my own dreams as opposed to somebody else being in charge of what I can do and what I can't do. And so again, it's a business. So I need to learn how to treat it like a business. And that's just something that we all learn to do. But if your business is 30 minutes a day or 5 hours a day, then again, you get to choose that. You choose your own hours, which is kind of a cool thing for this.
And just to add on that too, because this is your own business, I recently, like I said, I've been teaching, a high school teacher for 9 years. And this month, things have changed and life took a turn for whatever reason. And I am now devoting my full time into doing this Beachbody coach thing that is so amazing, this Beachbody business. And I'm devoting my time to doing it, you know, full, you know. So that's the best part is I get to take it to Starbucks. I get to take it to outside. I get to do it wherever I want. You know, that's the best part about this business is that I get to control what I'm doing at any point in time. And so this is, you know, this is my business. So I want to make sure that I'm doing everything I can to make it work. So like she said, if you want to do it for 5 hours or 30 minutes, it's going to be all based on how you want to approach this. And so for number 5, the way that this also goes is you want to be authentic. There's so many people out there like, oh, I want to look like her, or I want to be like them. There's so many things that we want to do or we want to be, but the thing that you need to focus on is you need to be authentic. You need to be you. You know, whether you have tattoos or you have the blonde hair or whatever the case may be, if you're super fit, if you're whatever you are, you have to be authentic. You can't, there's only one person and that's you. You're the only one that can control yourself. So that's the thing, is you want people to know the real you. You want people to be able to develop a relationship with you, and they're gonna, you know, like your tribe, you're gonna find your tribe and you're gonna vibe with that person, those people, whatever the case may be. But you just have to be authentic and real. I've met so many women and men on here that have been some of the most amazing people, and it's all because of Beachbody is that I met them, and they're so real, they're authentic, and they're genuine people. And that's the thing, is you have to be you and nobody else but you. You know, there's only one you, and that's what you have to go on.
And I think that's an important thing, is something that I've learned, and it's hard not to do, is don't compare yourself to others. I mean, there's many people on my team that started at the same time I did, and they're ahead of me, and I could very easily get pissed off and frustrated, but that's not going to get me anywhere. That's who they are, and I appreciate them for that. And I've really learned to just look up to them, take notes from them, what works for them, and then do that within myself. But my vibe is going to be my tribe, and you know, like, who am I, and who am I looking for? I mean, I'm a 40-year-old woman who has taken fitness, and I want to make it my business. There are so many people that I have found in my age group that are going through divorces, or their kids are grown and they're going to college, and they're at this point in their life where they're not sure what's next. And I feel the same way. Like, I feel like my life with this Beachbody opportunity. And honestly, I'm so excited. I think we're going to talk about our whys next, but I'm excited to start living at 40. And so to me, that's just, I'm thankful for this opportunity that has allowed me to start dreaming. Back to you, Liz.
And, you know, just to add on that too, being authentic is, we all have a different outlet that we want to go towards, and what we want, like who we want in our tribe, who we want to be as coaches, who we want as coaches. And you know, I'm a mom. I get the mom thing. I get the wife thing. I get being a woman. So attracted to different people, and people are going to be attracted to us. So the best thing is, like, I always had doubts about me and who I was, but until now, it's like, I know who I am. I'm a strong woman. I'm a mom. I'm a wife. I'm happy, I'm fit, and it's all because I started being around like-minded people, and that's what definitely pushed me to have more confidence. And so, like Jen said, we're going to start talking about our why. So number 6, what is your why? Like, what is this all for? Why are we doing this? Why do you want to do it? What makes you want to get up in the morning? Like, why? For me, I have a beautiful 4-year-old and an amazing husband that works his ass off. I want to make sure that I work hard, because I want them to know that I worked hard for them, and for us to have the things that, you know, that we would like to have, or the way that we would like to be. I want to, you know, I never want us to have to struggle. And to me, it's like, I look at their faces every day, and I want to work harder and harder and be a better person for those 2 people. You know, I never want to let anybody down, but it's those 2 people that I never want to let down. And this is just making me definitely a stronger person. And, you know, you have to find your why. Why do you want to lose weight? Why do you want to, you know, do things? You know, why should you want to be a coach? Because there's so many reasons. Like I said, you can have more confidence. You can lose the weight. Why should I get up in the morning? Well, you know, there's a lot of reasons why, and I'm probably just keep on going, you know, but it's just, why is one of the most important questions that have you ever asked yourself. Why do I do this, or why would I want to do this?
My why is a little bit different. I don't have any children, but I love to travel, and I love to go to different places. And in my current job where I'm at, I have to request time off. There's no guarantee that I'm actually going to be able to get the vacation that I actually want to go to. And so that's important to me. And I heard something the other day of little things like, I want to be able to buy a Lululemon workout outfit and not have to go to TJ Maxx. Like, you know, or maybe I want to buy the expensive toilet paper instead of the cheaper toilet paper. Or maybe I want to be able to shop at Whole Foods instead of Walmart. You know, I mean, the ideas of wanting to have more of a monetary things in your life, it varies. You know, and me wanting to travel and me wanting my freedom, yeah, there's a monetary connection to it. But sorry, my phone just went off. I thought I disconnected it from there. Anyways, it could be anything. But the thing for me is freedom. I think that's my big why is freedom to do what I want when I want, to be able to work 4 or 5 hours a day, not have to set an alarm clock, and to be able to just explore the world. So that is my why. Back to you, Liz.
And another thing too, I know for sure, even, when I was working full time, I was still doing this, but why was I doing this? It's nice, like she's saying, to have, instead of going Whole Foods or whatever the case may be, it's just so you don't have to, necessarily live paycheck to paycheck. You can have that extra money to travel, to buy something that you want, to get that extra, extra thing, whatever it is that you want to buy. But, it's just extra money to have, or to make this your business indefinitely. And I just think that they're going on and on. Things, why is an important question. And like I said, I do this because of my family. They're my biggest reasons. And so for number 7, this is gonna take time. There's some people that it happened literally overnight, and there's some people like myself, it's gonna take time, but you can't give up. We don't want you to be coaches and then the first month you feel like it's a struggle because you're not really sure what's going on. You have to give it time. Maybe over 3 months, maybe even, a year. This is something that's super important. It's like I said, it's not going to happen overnight. I'm still learning a lot of things that I could do better, but it's taking time, and I'm glad that I stuck with it, because there's such an amazing opportunity here. And I'm lucky that somebody presented me with this opportunity. If I would have gave up, where would I be? I wouldn't have met all the people that I did. I wouldn't have been as healthy as I am. I wouldn't have been as fit as I'm feeling. So, I'm just glad I didn't give up. And when people, quitting should not be an option. This is something that, we don't want you to just join and then we're leaving you hanging. This is something that takes support, help, and you can make the best out of it. And this could be, this has so much potential for you to go so far, but that also goes with how you want to proceed with your business. But, you can't just quit. You need to work hard at it. Jen?
Yeah, I don't slow and steady. I mean, I've been going at this it'll be 2 years in September. And I mean, by no means am I at a point where I'm ready to up and quit my job because I make enough money. But I can tell you that I make enough a month with my commissions. And I guess now's a good time to kind of talk about that. We make 25% off on everything that we sell. In addition to that, we also get 25% off all products that we buy. So my Shakeology is discounted. Anytime I buy a new workout program, that's discounted. The performance line is discounted. Any product, any
Clothes.
Anything, clothes, yes, anything that they sell, we get 25% off. And then we also, as we build our team, anything that our team makes, we get a percentage of that. And that is where this becomes a network marketing philosophy, as Carl Deichler, our CEO, likes to call it, a network helping company, because that's what this is about, is helping people. So as you build your team and you find your tribe, that is when you actually start to make the money. So that's kind of where Liz and I both are right now, is we are in the process of finding our tribe, building our tribe, and looking to work with people who want to take this opportunity seriously. Liz, do you want to talk about the other things that Beachbody does? You had a good list of that earlier.
Well, for one, they definitely support the troops. So I know that they were doing, we support the troops. They help people with underprivileged people. And I did have my list, but now I've seemed to have lost it, Jen. They give back to the community. So that's one of the most important things. They help families with homes. They definitely, you get a military discount. And I think that's amazing. You can they waive your fees, and like I said, they give back to the community, and that's something that's really important that you want out of a business. They're not just trying to make money out of everything. This is something that's helping you, helping other people. It's benefiting everybody. It's a win-win. Everybody, in the commissions, everything's great, but you're helping people, and in turn, you're helping yourself. So I'm not sure on that part, Jen, if you have any more to add to that.
No, just I think you talked about it, but Carl Deichler is always giving back to the community. A couple things. 22 Minute Hardcore came out, and he gave, when that first launched, he gave back to, I think it was a veterans program. Over the holidays, he gave money to a local LA charity that actually helped homeless families get on their feet and help provide them with housing and schooling and groceries and anything that those families need. I think Homeward Bound was the name of that organization.
Homeward Bound, yes. Upward Bound.
Upward Bound, yeah, that's right. So I just love the fact that, you know, Carl Deichler is probably making a gazillion dollars, but he still chooses to give back to the community. And I personally like to work with people and organizations and companies to support the local things. Like, there's so much out there that's Cheney and maybe up to no good to some degree. And so I really like the fact that Carl Deichler chooses organizations that give back to the community in a positive way. Liz?
Definitely. You know, and Beachbody has been around for a very long time. I want to say that it started in 1998 with an infomercial, and you know, it started out with just DVDs, and now we're so much more. They have fitness DVDs, they have weightlifting DVDs, they have PIO. There's something for everybody. So that's the best thing. And I'm probably going off topic though, but that's the best thing. When you have programs at home, not only does that help you from and I'm not saying that gyms are bad, but it definitely, I was going to the gym, spending about an hour at the gym, driving there, coming back, putting my daughter in daycare, to where I shaved off, I don't know, maybe about 2 hours, 2.5 hours of time by having my program here, working out for 30 minutes or 22 of the 22 hardcores, you know. And join Beachbody, you're getting a coach. You're getting a coach that's motivating you, helping you with meal plans. You're getting backed up by an amazing community of people, a great company. There's everything, you know, other people, you're getting the workouts, you get free goodies, and that's where we're going to go into Success Club. So, you know, being a coach, you want to help 3 to 5 people a month, and that's where commission also comes in, and it's going to help you pay for your Shakeology or make some money or do whatever, but you're helping 3 to 5 people. And we hit Success Club, which is, you know, you want to do Success Club each month. And sometimes you win goodies. Like, I've won t-shirts, I've won mugs, I've won a bag, you win trips. There's so much things that you can do. Like, that's where it also comes, where this company gives back to us just because we helped people. There's no hidden agenda, there's nothing. We're helping people, they're giving to us, they're giving back to the community. It's a win, you know, we're doing it all over the place here, and it's just an amazing opportunity, an amazing job all around. I can't say any, you know, more good things about it, but it's just an amazing opportunity. And I'm probably just going off right now, but Jen, if you have anything to add for the Success Club.
Yeah,
I'm kind of winging it.
I was actually able to go. So these trips, the Success Club trip, and anybody who follows me on social media knows that Fran and I were able to go to a Caribbean cruise and it was Royal Caribbean. So this wasn't, I mean, a very nice cruise line that Beachbody chartered. Like, the whole cruise, it was all Beachbody people, and to be on a boat full of a bunch of like-minded people was just amazing. Now, anybody who's also gone on a cruise knows that you have to pay, it's like per person, so $1,000 per person. Well, I earned the trip for the most part for free. I did have to pay for airfare to get there. But once I got on the boat, everything was free, and I didn't even have to pay for Fran. I got one guest. And I'm super excited that next year, Fran and I will be going to Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. I've never been to the Dominican Republic. Fran hasn't either. So I'm super excited about that. Another thing I want to talk about is the fact that every year they have a national convention, and this year it's in Nashville. I've never been to Nashville, and I've never been to the national to Summit, which is basically their national convention. So Gary Vaynerchuk is going to be our main speaker. He's a huge personal development and entrepreneur guru. I mean, Beachbody really puts time, energy, and effort into making experiences for you guys. I also found out that through Success Club, Billy Idol is going to be, is it Billy Idol? Yeah. Billy Idol is going to be the performer. So there's going to be an 80s party, and Billy Idol is going to be the performer. So I am working my butt off this month to make sure that Fran and I can actually go to that party. So I mean, those are just a few of the trips. I don't know any events that we get just by helping people. So I don't know if you.
Well, I'll talk about Summit. Summit was in Nashville last year as well, and I won a ticket. So through Success Club, I help 3 to 5 people for the first 3 months. Like I said, I hit the ground running, and I helped 3 to 5 people for the month of May, June, July, or April, May, June. My ticket to go to Summit, and that's like a $300 ticket, and I won that, and that was an amazing, success starters. I was excited. I've never been further than Kansas City, Missouri. So to me, going to Nashville was a huge opportunity, and I'm so glad that I went, because for one, how awesome is it to win something that you just started? Two, Nashville is probably one of the prettiest cities I've ever been to, and it's probably one of my favorite cities. The nightlife, the country, everything, the scenery was amazing. And Beachbody does not hold back on anything. We got to go into the Nissan Stadium where the Tennessee Titans play, and that's where everything is. And it was just amazing. We got to go see the Beachbody Classic, where Beachbody does bikini competitions, muscle competitions. We do all that as well. So we got to go everywhere, and we had passes to do so. We heard amazing speakers. Bonnie Engle's going to be there. She's one of my favorite speakers as well. Amy Silverman. I'm going to get to work out with Tony Horton. So last year we got to work out with every one of the instructors. Martin, Shailene, Autumn, everybody was there, and we got to have Broadway, which is the biggest street down in, where all the nightlife is. They closed off the whole street for us to work out for a live workout. And on top of that, we got to go to little tiny mini sessions with each of the trainers. And, Shanti is jumping up and down around us everywhere. We're doing Insanity. The whole thing was just amazing. It changes your life. You come back, and it's just, you're a new person, because there's so much put into this, as to where Jen got to work out with everybody live on the boat. These are just the small opportunities for the fact that if you work hard, you get rewarded for amazing things, and you get to experience amazing things that, these are lifetime opportunities. And we're just very blessed to be part of an organization and a company and a business that does all this for us. And I don't know what else you have, Jen.
The only thing that I have here is just, what does it cost to be a coach? I think that's something that maybe people wonder about. So you have to be a product of the product. So you have to at least, I think you have to have a certain amount of volume. Most people get Shakeology because you want to be a product of that anyways. And then it's a $15.95 a month plus tax service fee. So depending on where you live will depend on what that final cost is. So that's it. And I don't know of really any other businesses where you only have to pay $15.95 to have a full business office set up for you. And you can set up your own website from that fee. And that's really it. And the training is free. The amount of training that is available to us through both Beachbody and other top coaches is endless. So really what you need to be a Beachbody coach is time, dedication, and determination. And that's it as far as I know. Liz, what else do you have? Oh,
like she's saying,
will you talk about how you're a trainer? Because I don't think we talked about that.
Do what?
Talk about how you're a trainer.
Oh, duh. That's one of the biggest things too. So I've always been into fitness. I wanted to get my personal certification. I was never interested in any of the group exercises that they had going. I wanted to be a one-on-one. I thought group activity was, I'll be honest with that. And until I started doing Beachbody, P90X became like my soulmate of a workout. And when I mean soulmate, like the DVDs are amazing. They're going to work your body out. But if you ever get the opportunity, do a workout live, a P90X, an Insanity, a PiYo. So I'm SAI certified, which is the dancing with Shanti, and it's an amazing workout. I'm certified in that. I'm certified in P90X, which is just, I love it so much. And I just recently got certified for Insanity. So much better. But if it wasn't for Beachbody, then I would have never had that outlet to go be an instructor and to have even more passion and that fuel my fire. And it just makes me want to help people even more. And that's how I get to meet more people. So you get, there's outlets to be an instructor. You get to do a lot of things. And I'm just really blessed that I had the opportunity to do so. And, the sky's the limit here. And you get to do so many things. You get to prosper from everything. It makes people that I definitely have been so much happier. I'm confident. I feel like I'm full of life. And like I've met so many people on here. Jen lives in Phoenix and I've never met Jen, but the reason that we met was because we're coaches and we vibe with each other. I know people from Indiana that I haven't even met. I know people from Canada. I know people that are in Germany, and I talk to them a lot all through, social media or texting, but I do talk to these people and they become, like my family. They're people that I genuinely care for, and you get to connect. You get to be full of life. You get to be around like-minded people, and it does wonders for your soul. Jen?
I agree. I'm sure that I'll continue to share this story many times, but I just want to share how I met Liz. Liz came up to a Super Saturday, which is a quarterly event that Beachbody does. So the next one is in August. If anybody's in Phoenix and wants to go, August 8th, Danielle and the Tony Fit and Funky is going to be there. Super excited about that. Anyway, so after they have a lot of speakers and a lot of personal development, and then at the end you do a live workout. And Liz was one of the trainers with Nina Carr, who's like a master trainer. I guess there's levels to being a trainer. And so Nina had, I don't know, there were like 6 people there, and I immediately saw Liz and her inner, like she's going around the whole room, and she was just so positive, and I was like sweating, dying in this live workout, but like she just brought the positivity, and I was like, oh my gosh, like she's cool. Like I just admired her from afar because I thought she was a badass. And I overheard somebody say who she was on Instagram. She's Muscle Mama Inc. on Instagram, so I started following her, like totally stalked her. And then found her on Facebook, stalked her, and then we started messaging each other. It's like, holy shit, this girl's actually cool. Like she's cool people. And I had been told by my upline to just go find I needed a success partner. I needed somebody that was going to elevate me in my business. And so that's what I did. I reached out to Liz, and I'm so grateful that I did, because we, like she said earlier, we totally mesh and we get each other. Haven't met yet, but so anyways, that's our story, and I am so grateful for her. I've met many, many people through the Beachbody community, but I'm very happy to say that Liz is my partner in crime in all this. So
absolutely, and I'm just glad that, I'm glad that she sought out to meet me or to talk to me, because that's where relationships are formed. And from the instant we meshed right away. And this is like a person, I talk to her pretty much every day through text, or we voice or, video chat. And, not to make it worse on the friends that I do have and that have been there, but Jen literally has been there, and I've only known her for such a short period of time. And that's just because of the most amazing relationship that we formed, because we want this, we want the same, we want to push each other. And that's what being a coach is all about. You have 4/7, you have people that have your back because they've gone through what you're going through, or they're going through worse, or they're trying to lose weight, and they just want to know that somebody's there for them, and that we're all human. And that's the best part about coaching too, is the fact that I've met so many people. And yeah, you can make money, you can get trips, you can do this, but the relationships that you form and the bonds that you make with, the bonds that you form with these people are amazing. And yeah, you get to meet all these amazing celebrity trainers, and you get to do a lot of things. But I mean, I can't pinpoint one thing that's my favorite, other than meeting these amazing people like Jen, who I'm so blessed to have met her. So ask questions, people.
I think some people are trying to ask questions, but we're on Google Hangout, and I think I put the YouTube live. I'm not sure. Technically challenged with this kind of stuff. There's no questions in the question box, so maybe it'll show up. It keeps coming up on the phone as like YouTube questions. So anyways, we'll have to work on the logistics of that for our next one.
Yeah, this is us being real. We had some stuff written down. I'm just being honest with you. We had some stuff written down, but this is just the reality of it. It's not a script. This is how we actually feel, and we just want people, we want you to have confidence. We want you to be happy, and there's no script in life. Everything's going to change day to day, but when you have the support, change you for, with anything, whether it's mental, physical, whatever the case may be, it definitely pushes you further, and it helps you become a stronger person and more confidence. And confidence is key. It doesn't mean that you have to have a 6-pack. It doesn't mean that you have to have muscles. Confidence is just having more self-love and being happy. Happiness is healthy, healthy is happiness.
I think that's a great way to end. I don't have anything else to add other than thank you to the people that joined us tonight. And if you guys are watching this recording, cool, reach out to Liz and I if we sent this to you. If you guys are interested in joining our teams, we would love to talk more about you. Do you have anything else, Liz?
And you can always play back. We can always put the link up, and you can play this back for a later time. And we hope that you definitely, there's nothing to, lose here. It's all to gain. It's just information. It's just, listen to it when you do have time, or make some time. Cheers.
Yes, my drink is gone. Is yours, Liz?
No, I felt bad. I was like, oh.
Mine is empty. I'm gonna go get a refill. Bye, everybody. Have a good night.
Bye.